Hey folks, my name is Jürgen, aka Nerd and Proud of It, and Destiny has brought you to my channel today to enjoy a few Antiquities Artist proofs by Jeff A. Menges together with me. I received them yesterday afternoon, so I had time to record this video on the Saturday it is today, and I am very happy I got these. I ordered these a few months ago, and it was quite a back and forth. Jeff is a very nice guy. His communication skills could be a bit better. No offense, Jeff. All good. You were very kind. But when I first contacted him, he didn't have the time and the capacity to do any artist proofs at all. So he said like, yeah, I can send you the 4 with no paintings on them. Very, very cool art card here, by the way. Thanks, Jürgen. Enjoy, Jeff A. Menges. I was asking to, of course, if possible, I like my artist proofs painted. And I was asking for the possibility of the 4 artist proofs he made for Antiquities and painting them for me. And like I said, he was replying, no, I don't have time. I'm booked for months and months and months. I can't take any more projects. I was a bit disappointed, but I was very polite and said, okay, maybe later. And then he offered to do them in person when he is in the Netherlands end of the year at a convention. That is exactly during a weekend. I have family obligations in Germany, so I was really mad about it. And already, let's see, if I open the blinds, folks, it doesn't help. It just makes things worse. It's a very sunny day today here in the Netherlands. No, but I couldn't make that, and I was like, shit. Yeah, let's say it like it is. Let's have a look at the first one here, by the way, the battering ram. So a few weeks later, he came back like, hey, I painted these for somebody else at a convention here in the US. I still have to finish 1 or 2, but I painted half of it. I can finish it and I can still send them to you. As the person who he painted them for wasn't picking them up anymore. Really, really a lot going on here on the battering ram, by the way. People up there on the castle, in the castle, people on the bridge, people on the other side of the bridge waiting for the crew to batter down the gate. I love that about Jeff's artwork. It's always packed with stuff that's going on. I really, really like that. I think that's amazing. So especially if you look at this, even if in this size of a Magic the Gathering card, yeah, let's have a look at the painting he did on the back. I'm very enthusiastic about that. But even with the size of a Magic the Gathering card, there's a lot going on. So I was really happy that I got the opportunity to purchase these. So I did, and I said, yes, please, I want them. I pay you the money now. That's how it goes with artists. You have to pay in advance. Of course, you have to, because they put a lot of work in it. And I want the proofs, please, if the other person doesn't want them. So I was lucky. And looking at this, I was very lucky because I really, really, really like these. And I didn't have a look at the others yet, but I had a quick look at the Druid because it was packed that way. But I didn't have a look at the Chalice, and I didn't have to look at the Haunting Winds. So he did them, he finished them. I think he had like 2 painted. He still needed to paint 2. He was able to paint 2 during the convention. He made them, and the other 2 he finished. And then he said, I finished them, I can send them out to you. I was like, yeah, at the moment I'm on holiday, so I rather have you wait until I'm back from holiday. I send you a mail because I don't want them to get lost in the mail or at the neighbors or whatever. Mind, these are quite expensive if you want to have painted artist proofs, especially old artist proofs like the Antiquities ones here. I will tell you at the end of the video what I paid for them. So I right away, when I was on my last week of holidays, I sent him a mail. Hey Jeff, could you please send them out? And again, it took a while for him to respond as often, which I understand because he's on the road a lot. By the way, road. Look at what's going on here with the Citronal Druid. Same thing. Road. The Druid himself. A box. Stones in the back. Looks a bit like Stonehenge or the basalt monoliths or whatever. Trees. A lot going on. A field. for such kind of painting. I think that's amazing. And again, I'm very, very happy with how the drawing on the back turned out. I know it's a recreation of the painting in front, but still it adds some stuff for me. It's like a different take on it, and that's what I really appreciate. Normally I go for something different, and if I have the possibility, I like to brainstorm together with the artist to create something that might be a little different, but still in the Antiquities style, because I'm very focused on Antiquities. And after having finished my set, it's my favorite set. After having finished it, I now find a lot of happiness in collecting the artist proofs for the Antiquities set. And with these 4, I think I made a big step. But there's always some different take, even if it's a recreation of the artwork. So I appreciate that a lot as well. So the chalice here, and then I finished the story about how I finally got them. Again, quite for such a simplistic painting, I have to say, with the light in the back, the different shades, the window, the chalice, the hand, the piece of cloth showing. I think there's still a lot of stuff going on, even though it's kind of a more simplistic painting compared to the other ones where there's a little more story going on, in my opinion. But that's logical because the whole setup is different. And look at this, folks. I love the color combination. I love the lighting. I love the shading of the fingers and the hand and so on. Yeah, Jeff, all props to you. These artist proofs look definitely awesome. Thanks a lot for that, man. So I didn't get an answer on that one, but I think it was because he already left Gen Con. So I was like, okay, bad luck. I have to wait longer for these. Then like 2 weeks back or something, after Gen Con, like a week after Gen Con or whatever, I wrote a mail to him. I was like, hey Jeff, I hope you're back from Gen Con. Did you have a chance to send out the artist proofs? And didn't get an answer again, which of course I get if somebody's really busy. But yeah, just a mail like no or yes would have been fine. Again, Jeff, no offense at all. It is what it is. I know you're busy. And we'll have a look at the Haunting Winds first. And yeah, I'm moving from one thing to another, but that's because I'm enthusiastic. Look at this artwork here on Haunting Wind. It's not Haunting Winds, it's Haunting Wind, of course, but I think that is in my system for years and years that I call it Haunting Winds. I don't know, because there are 2 of them, you know, yeah, that's probably why I add an S to it. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of art as well. Antiquities is very unique with that kind of art. And the recreation of it here in a different format a bit, with like an added pillar with the might even be the chalice, I don't know, but could be, and the 2 like wraiths, ghosts swirling around it. I think that's pretty awesome. When I have to look at it, my personal favorite is the chalice, but this one I think comes in second together with the druid. But I love all of them. I think these unique pieces of Magic the Gathering history, and truly unique in my opinion, because they are unique drawings, hand-drawn by the artist himself. They are unique in the sense of very rare in the sense that there are only 50 artist proofs of the old cards. Antiquities was one of the first sets, actually the second sets to have artist proofs after the proofs based on the beta and the collector's edition, but Antiquities, we didn't have any Arabian Nights proofs, so Antiquities was the first set to actually have artist proofs, and I think there are only 50 of these proofs, and they are printed as normal Magic the Gathering cards, except for the back that is plain white, so not printed on it. It feels, and handles like a normal Magic the Gathering card. Let's see if we can get a beautiful thumbnail here of all the cool Jeff A. Menges artist proofs. I'm very happy. It is a good day when it comes to my collection. I'm really happy I can add these to the collection, and I'm happy Jeff made it happen. So didn't get an answer again. Again, I get that if somebody is really busy, but if I put down $1,000, folks, that's what these cost me, $1,000. That's his fixed price, and fair enough. I think it's worth it. So no argument about the price. But if I put down that much money, I don't actually wanna be or have the fear of being ignored, you know. And I get it that people are busy, but communication with these kind of things goes a long way. Overall, very, very nice man, very nice communication. He remembered that I wanted these. Once the other person didn't want them, he offered me to send them to me. So he remembered. I appreciate that a lot. So not complaining about the lack of communication heavily. It would have been nice to know when I can expect them and if they are sent out or not. But yeah, I finally got them, and that's what matters. So thanks again, Jeff, for these awesome Antiquities Artist proofs. I hope I will try to move some things around, but that family obligation in I think it's in October might be unavoidable. But I still will try to move some things around to hopefully meet Jeff in the Netherlands that weekend in October. And yeah, folks. Like I said, it's, to me, these pieces get more and more interesting. There's not a lot of special stuff coming out for Magic the Gathering anymore, in my opinion. And you can like sets, you can like playing with sets, whatever. It doesn't feel like this to me. It doesn't feel unique. It doesn't feel as if it will be a piece of Magic the Gathering history in 20 years. Even though time, of course, will there are just a few cards that are so iconic now that they might be remembered. All the rest is somehow forgettable. But this kind of history is so unique. I feel I focus much more on that nowadays than on newer stuff, and I focus on old stuff in general and collecting and these kind of things. But even when it comes to like specials, I don't give a shit about serialized cards. This for me is the best serialized card you can get. Like, you need unique artist proof of one of the artists, and only 50 exist. So yeah, and how many of those are painted? I don't know, 10, 20. I've seen a couple of these sets, but yeah. It's crazy to me that people don't recognize that, and that Magic the Gathering artist proofs are somehow not as in demand as I would expect. And might be me. People might not give a shit about these. Fair enough. If that's not your thing, that's not your thing. But if I look at artist proofs for the Sorcery TCG, and that they are going for hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Even they start at 500. Even the new ones, the commons, the whatever, and the uniques go up to thousands. Then to me, like Haunting Wind, how is that not $1,000 card? With how unique it is. And how much history it contains when it comes to Magic the Gathering. I personally don't get that. But that's the collector in me, and as long as people don't realize it and I talk about it, I'm not the guy who doesn't talk about it so he can get the stuff he needs and then starts talking about it because, everything is off the market. I've been talking about these Antiquities Artist proofs for years now, I think. And there is still one big order coming in from one artist who is doing 9 Antiquities Artist proofs for me, and I'm looking very much forward to this. I've been looking forward to it for a long time, and this one was just a lucky shot. I love these 4 cards. I love these 4 artist proofs, and I'm very happy I got these. Sometimes you have to get a bit lucky. And I even get Antiquities Artist proofs if I can without the drawing on them, just because I hope to maybe one day meet the artist and have them draw something on it, or just keep them with the plain backside and have the proofs in my collection as just normal artist proofs, or unpainted artist proofs, so to speak. A longer video than I expected, folks. Sorry for that. I hope it didn't bore you, but look for these artists. Look for old artist proofs. Doesn't have to be Antiquities. Even stuff from Revised is getting rarer and rarer. It's crazy. They are often not very available, which I understand, because the demand is very high. That's the only thing that is concerning me a bit, especially if you have to do it from a distance like I do, because I live in Europe and I don't get to the US that often as I used to. Used to be there a couple of times a year, but nowadays with work, which is a bit different, that's not the case anymore. Still, if you have the chance, pick some of these cards up. Eventually it's worth it. You're picking up a piece of Magic the Gathering history, literally. And what a fantastic piece of Magic the Gathering history these old proofs or cards are, in my opinion. I am going to keep it to this for now. Stay healthy, folks. Stay frosty. I hope you had a good time watching this video. If you did, please hit the subscribe button if you have not already. That would help a lot. And hit the like button. That helps too. And leave a comment. And I talk to you next time. Bye-bye, folks. And if you are actually here after 17 minutes, yeah, it's time to whisper, then don't forget to use our code word in your comment. And that code word, as always, is Yoda. And then I know you watched the whole video. Bye bye.